What's up? What's going on, people? I'm Trayvon Miles.
I'm Haley Mylon.
And this, of course, is the Delmarva Sports Insider.
Yep.
Coming up in just a bit in tonight's episode, the Henlopen was on full display last night as two of the best teams in the state represented their divisions in Lewis.
And it was quite a show. Now, two great teams in Stephen Decatur and Kent Island squared off for the girls' Bayside title this week.
That's right. And Salisbury men's lacrosse welcomed their first top 10 opponent to town in Gettysburg. Could the Gulls pull it off? Hint, regulation not enough in this one.
No, it was not.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Delmarva Sports Insider. You know, the only show breaking down all your local high school and college action. We've also got some Orioles talk I've heard a little bit later on in the show. That's right. But we begin tonight in Cambridge. The Bayside Boys Championship game was on Wednesday. Two of the hottest teams in the state, let alone the conference, got together to battle one more time in Stephen Decatur and Kent County. And Decatur coming out like they wanted to win or like they were owed something, like they had never won a Bayside championship before. Right. Kevin Aluma doing what he's done all season. A 6'8" big man lays it in. Kent County on their heels but not going down. Marquand Green going to hit the two from the corner. He kept him in it. Decatur back the other way. Jerron Johnson misses the layup, but Kevon Boyles with the nice dish. Trojans playing some tough defense. Jay Sean Freeman forces the turnover, pass ahead to Green, and he gets the easy two to go. But Decatur just begins to pull away. Tajim Woodland going to get the finish right there. Aluma finishes with the slam. Decatur with a big 71-43 win. The Seahawks complete their perfect in-conference season with their first ever Bayside title. And got to give Decatur credit. First of all, it's the first time in a long time where we've seen a team go wire to wire perfect in the Bayside Conference. Night in and out, they took everybody's best shot and hit back harder every single game. And interestingly enough, not pictured in this one, the great Kent County star Manny Camper. Camper was injured. He injured his knee in this one. We were told he has a sprained knee. I really hope he's all right for the playoffs because that's really going to determine what happens in the 1A. And
he just, big week for him nonetheless. He just verbally committed
to Siena, right? Yes. So I really hope, you know, the station well-wishing to Manny Camper.
Indeed, a fast, speedy recovery, but definitely a phenomenal matchup. I mean, this team has been so good all season, both teams really, but I don't think we could have asked for a better matchup for the Bayside title. But I was surprised to learn that Decatur had never won a Bayside banner.
Yeah.
But bringing it to the South, why not? This team has been so solid all season. I can't wait to see what they do in states.
Right? Yeah. Should be interesting.
Yeah, and on to the girls' side of things, Stephen Decatur has been nothing short of dominant in recent years. They entered the Bayside title game against Kent County with an undefeated conference record. Kent Island had something else in mind, as the Buccaneers were looking to bring the banner back to the North for the first time since 2012.
Wow.
And getting it started, it's scoreless. Allie Patchett to Sheree Miles for the layup, and the Bulldogs have the first lead of the night. After that, Hannah Moran drives. She dishes to Caritha Kia in the post. She puts it up for two more for KI. Decatur not used to trailing here. Savannah Schultz, her layup doesn't go down, but Amya Mumford is there to get the rebound and the putback. 16 points for her on the night. Hawks trail 25-17 at the half. Moran gets the ball up top, drains the three-pointer, and KI then would absolutely run away with this. On the fast break, Miles dishes to Nina Salofi for the layup. KI takes the Bayside title 61-46. The conference banner goes back to the North for the first time since 2012. Kent Island girls will host Y-High Monday in the playoffs, but just astounding. You see what happened on the boys' side. Yep, they bring home their first banner, and then the girls, they were looking, Stephen Decatur was looking for their third straight banner. It just didn't happen. Their perfect in-conference record, gone. But Amya Mumford,
Amaya Mumford, she's a great player for Decatur. I really like her game. I really like her game. But it's going to be hard for Decatur, especially being in 3A. And they don't have the size besides Amaya. They don't really have the size inside. They've been doing it all year long.
That ownage against those 2A teams, though,
yes, they've had some great games against the 2A and the 1A. Going to be very tough for them in the 3A. So we'll see what happens. All right, do some playoff action now. We begin here in Salisbury with the boys as the fourth-seeded Bennett Clippers had their sights set on a rematch with Decatur. All they had to do was get through Atherton last night at home And I tell you what, Bennett would be down 3 in the first. They get the offense moving. Montez Jefferson with the pull-up from about 15 feet cuts Atherton's lead to just 1. Later, the Clippers trying to take the lead, but this was the problem. They turn it over way too much like they've been doing all year long. Maxwell Murray lays it in. Road team tied it up at the half. Second half, Clips come out running. Check out the big man, Jalen Morton. He finishes with the and one. We'd be tied with 50 seconds to go. Bennett elects to run out the clock to get the last shot inside of 10 seconds, going for the win. And once again, the Clippers turn the ball over. Sean Washington the other way for the win. Does not go. We would head to OT. In the OT, you saw Washington. He missed it from far. Bet he does not miss up close. Gets the and one as Atherton comes to Salisbury and ends Bennett's season, winning 67-63. So it will be the kids from Howard County, not the Clippers, at Decatur on Tuesday. And so disappointing for Bennett. I think they might have overlooked this team from Atherton, and they had their eyes set on Decatur in the second round. I remember Decatur only beat Bennett by 10 points the last time they played in Berlin. So I think the Clippers kind of had their minds set on beating Decatur when really they should have had their eyes set on beating Atherton.
Or perhaps some ball control.
Exactly, and that's been happening for them all season long. So we'll have to see. On the other hand, I think Atherton goes to Decatur and just gets manhandled.
Hopefully for the Bayside, for the sake of the Bayside.
Yes.
And in Ridgely, the 4 seed in the 2A, North Carolina hosting the Y-High Indians.
Hey.
Somehow I always end up with the Y-High games. I don't know why, Trey.
Hey.
Freshman Jaden Baker nailing the 3 in his first career postseason game. Next possession, down. Baker collects a steal on the defensive end. He gave it to Devonta Dixon for the layup. Y-High with a nice early lead. Then North Carolina got to work. They lean on David Bailey Jr. He finishes with the layup, 15 points on the night. Later on the fast break, he can't convert. Cam Brown was there for the follow. This young man right here dominated Tykeem Davis with 11 tough points in the paint. North Carolina would have a buzzer beater waved off. Tough way to go down. They fall 57-55. Y-High travels to Kent Island on Tuesday, and I gotta say, I was looking forward to a really gritty matchup, and that is what we got. David Bailey Jr. going up against your Y-High Indians.
I thought it would be close.
They put up a fight, and indeed it was. But really, just tough having your game winner waved off. I mean, the emotions there, so elevated, and then just heartbreak.
Yes,
so,
and I got a chance to see the video posted by David Inslee, our good friend up there at the Star Democrat. I can't tell if the shot was good or not. I don't want to call it. I think it was too close to call.
Should we call the refs?
But for the referee to come in and call that off, I think it was just too close to call.
Right.
And a shot that would have headed the teams to overtime.
I think we could have seen that one on SportsCenter, top 10, if that's sending into OT.
Exactly, right. All right. Well, to the other 2A matchup last night, Easton was hosting defending region champ Queen Anne's, and Queen Anne's got things started right. Mikey Monroe, nice pass inside to Mike D'Angelo for 2 as Queen Anne's trailed early, but likely because of shooting from this guy, Ryan Farr, he had it going all night. 3 triples. He hits the 3 right there. Easton will lead 42-40 with 9 seconds left on the inbound. Lions get it up to Nick Dunkerley, and he converts with 4 seconds left to tie things up. So a chance for Easton to win it at the buzzer, at home, with their fans all there. Got Chris Guy in the backcourt. He could not get the shot to go. We would head to OT tied at 42, but in the extra period, Guy and the Warriors would not be denied. Big tip in there from him, and there will be a new 2A East champion this year after Easton knocks off Queen Anne's 51-42. And this was a great game considering how bad Easton beat Queen Anne's earlier this season. They almost beat them by 30 in Centerville, but you got to give it up for Easton. They have a lot of guys with not a lot of experience this year, and they'll now take on Parkside on Tuesday.
I feel like we had this conversation about the Warriors during football season.
Yes.
It's not supposed to be their year, rebuilding year, whatever you want to call it, and what do you know, they go for a run.
It always happens like that. And as we take a look at the rest of the bracket, first of all, Y-High at Kent Island. Who do you see winning that? I think Tariq Johnson goes crazy.
Yeah, we're not going to be friends for a while, but yes, I'm going to go with Kent Island there, and I'm assuming you're making the trip.
I'm gonna go with Y-High in this one. All right, and what about Easton at Parkside?
Gotta go with the Rams.
I gotta give it to the Rams.
I'm going to the Rams.
All right,
yeah,
Appleton at Decatur, of course. We both, I think,
gotta go with
consensus.
Decatur.
Decatur's gonna win that. Chrisfield at Washington and Pocomoke at Snow Hill, all on Tuesday. Both of those are rivalry games. I think they go either way, to be honest.
If it was at Chrisfield, I'd go with Chrisfield, the Graveyard. It's on the road. It's a toss-up. It's anyone's game. It's
exactly
anyone's
right.
game.
We can't wait to see that next week. That's exactly right.
It's going to be a great week.
All right, that's all. That'll do right now for Maryland Hoops. When we return, we head to the first state to break down some brackets. Keep it here.
This is Coach Dave Byer, head coach of Parkside High School, here watching Delmarva Sports Insider.